Hello everyone, this is the Bisson here back with another video, and we're going to be reacting to the gameplay of a few different Pokemon. Shout out to El Chico Eevee for releasing the videos that you're going to be seeing here. If you want to check out his channel, please do check out his channel, because this would not be possible without El Chico Eevee's videos. We're going to be watching Armarouge, Darkrai, and Psyduck. Super excited for Darkrai because one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. If you want to skip ahead to any of the reactions, feel free to. I don't remember how Armarouge works exactly, but it seems pretty standard. We're starting with Charcadet. I think that's the name of it, Charcadet. And yeah, it seems pretty similar. I'm guessing it'll be very similar to how Cerulege works. It's going to be interesting seeing Cerulege and Armarouge laning together, because I'm sure duos will do that. Has user shoot flame in designated direction, dealing damage. Okay, cool. Wait, let me just check that real quick. Okay, I think it's similar to Cerulege. Nothing too crazy there. I don't know what to expect for Armarouge at all. Again, it's been a long time since I've actually looked at Armarouge's move descriptions, and I don't remember it exactly, but I remember it had like a ranged version of its attack, and I remember that seemed pretty cool. Bots going crazy. I don't know if there's anything too crazy that's gonna happen. We're just kind of waiting for the evolution, and once the evolution happens, then we'll start cooking here. Okay, we're not getting the evolution yet. I'm just skipping a little bit ahead because Charcadet we already have in the game. There we go. Armor Cannon and Fire Spin. Okay. I think Armor Cannon was the ranged one. Pretty sure. What is the move again? Okay. Okay, that's kind of cool. As the user combines shoulder armor and charge power, then fire a blazing ball of flame. User releases a shockwave in front of itself while firing, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon. The fireball of flame explodes when it hits an opposing Pokemon or after it travels a set distance, dealing damage to them. Oh, it stuns them too. User's defense and special defense is decreased. Oh, right, that's true. 5.7 second cooldown is not too bad. Also, oh, I see. Oh, and then does it shoot out faster the longer you charge it up? I feel like that shot out faster compared to before. Okay, maybe it didn't. Maybe it didn't. It may have not, actually. Interesting, though. That is a huge area of effect in terms of that explosion. So this is very interesting, like explosions happening with this Pokemon. Do we have another Pokemon that does this? I feel like we don't, because we have fire types. We have Flamethrower, and we have Mystical Fire. We have different things like that, but I don't think we have things that cause explosions. What the heck? This is crazy. This is actually a little weird seeing this in Unite. It's like a totally different game this guy's playing. Interesting. And then Psyshock or Flame Charge. Psyshock was chosen. What does Psyshock do again? Ooh, that is an interesting... Whoa, what the heck? Okay. As user materialize odd psychic waves to attack in 3 areas of effect in front of itself, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon it hits while partially ignoring their special defense. Okay. It's on the SPDF side. The third attack throws opponents it hits. Okay. CC, range CC, fun. For a short time after using the move, the cannon gauge... Oh man, it's covered up. Something, and will not decrease after boosted attacks are used. Oh, I think it consumes all. Okay, whatever. I don't know what it does. Ooh, interesting. That's cool. Dang, that damage from Armor Cannon is crazy. Also, that is pretty fast, the Psyshock. Oh my gosh, this thing is kind of crazy. This is an attacker. Out of the Pokemon release, it's the only attacker, so... Yeah, it seems pretty decent. Seems pretty dang decent. The score in. Don't know if we'll see too much here. Dang, this damage. Pretty decent damage, pretty good range. Armor Cannon seems pretty cool. Okay, not gonna lie, Psyshock is pretty cool too. Have we seen the knockup yet? I don't know if I've missed it or if we haven't seen it yet. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a knockup for sure. It is gonna be squishy. Obviously, it's an attacker. One thing about Armor Cannon is that it does lower the user's SPDF and defense too. It actually lowers both, so you do have to be careful because you can just get completely targeted. Oh, Unite move. Has user jump up and charge psychic powered and create an area that leaves opposing Pokemon unable to move. While the user's... Okay. Oh, lots of CC here. While the user's charging psychic power, the position of the area can be adjusted. The user then fires a ball of flame towards the center, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon and throwing them outside of the area. Okay, I think this was shown in the World's preview video. I think they showed this move. Yeah, they did. Holy, that is crazy. That's a big area of effect, by the way. That's really big. Wait a second, let me go back for a second. Okay, pretty decent area. Cool. Charges up and then it fires. Interesting. And you can CC, it does good damage. Okay, this thing is scary. Psyduck, it seems like it could be good, but I don't know. I don't know how much I like it personally. Armor Cannon's cool, but Psyduck is a little bit more wonky. Interesting. It is interesting though. Okay, they're just showing the knock up there again. I might skip ahead a little bit because we're just farming. YouTube wasn't happy for a second, but I think we're good now. Oh, Armor Cannon Plus, I should probably check that. Increases the range of the move and basic attacks. Oh, I remember that. It increases the basic attack range. I was curious about this because what does that mean? How much? Oh, it's pretty decent area there. Okay. Cool. Unite move is very cool for this, I think. Because you can use this Unite move in combo with other moves, other Unite moves, or other moves in general. It's a good one. Okay. Seems pretty cool. I don't know if there's too much else to see in this kit other than Psyshock Plus. I guess that's what we're waiting for, and once we get that, I'm guessing we will look at the other moveset. Increases the move's area of effect. Okay, it just increases the... Holy heck, wait a second. Psyshock is maybe the way to go. That last area of effect is insanity. Excuse me? Excuse me? Oh no. Oh no. At first I was like, okay, Armor Cannon's cool, Psyshock is a little bit less cool, but... Yo, Psyshock Plus is insanity. What is that? What is that area of effect? It's bigger than... I feel like it's bigger than Delphox's Unite move. Or maybe it's as big as that. That is terrifying. Okay. That's really scary. Fire Spin has user generate a fiery or fierce vortex of fire around itself, dealing damage. Every time the Pokemon deals damage, defense and speed def are increased. Ooh, this is the Brawler version, right? 7.6 second cooldown, by the way. Effect can stack up to 3 times. While Vortex is active, duration is increased if user hits opposing Pokemon with basic attack. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, this is the Brawler version. I don't know how much I'll like this, because I think... Yeah, I don't know. It's an attacker, right? So there's only so much you can gain in terms of defenses, because you are inherently squishy. But maybe it increases it by a lot, and it makes it more of a... Maybe the Brawler version is fine. We'll have to see. Flame Charge. As user cloak itself in flame and charge in designated direction, dealing damage, and hits and shoves them. Or when this move hits an opposing Pokemon, the user is granted a shield and the move's cooldown is reduced. Okay. So after you use it, it's... Okay, whatever. Oh, when it hits an opposing Pokemon, the cooldown is reduced. Got it. For a short time after using the move, the cannon gauge something becomes full and will not decrease after boosted attacks are used. I think that's what it says. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. How much is this dash and how much does it shove? It's a pretty decent shove, I'll be honest. And what is the cooldown? 8 seconds. But when you hit them, it's a lower cooldown. So let's see if we can get a contact with the opponents here. Because 8 seconds is a bit long. Okay, okay. Guess we're not getting the contact that time. Maybe this time. Oh, the opposing team has Darkrai. Oh my gosh, Darkrai! I love Darkrai so much. Okay, we're just showing the 8-second cooldown. Alright. Alright. Fire Spin is okay. I feel like... Yeah, it's very tough to say how good it is in this context right now. The range moveset's crazy. Psyshock Plus is insanity. Psyshock it's still decent, but Psyshock Plus is crazy. Armor Cannon is good either way, but you are way squishier. The Flame Charge. Okay, it's 6 seconds. I should have been paying attention. I was not paying attention. I was like, oh, they're not using it against wild Pokemon, so it's going to be the same cooldown. Look at that. Wait, can we see that one more time? I just need to see this in action. Ooh, okay. That's pretty cool. It's a good amount of damage. Kind of destroying the box completely. It's very hard to say how good this will be in a competitive, or not necessarily competitive, but in a ranked setting, because brawling against bots is easy. But the other moveset, definitely very scary. This one we'll have to see. Fire Spin could be good. Increases movement speed for a short time, and this move hits an opposing Pokemon. Ooh. That's potentially interesting. Really helps with brawling. Okay. Yeah, just more movement, and then more team synergy, right? It's just more synergy with your teammates, and if you're playing around a defender or supporter, you can stick onto them a bit better. You can stick onto opponents a bit better, prevent them from escaping. So I feel like Fire Spin Plus is kind of decent. We'll have to see, of course, in terms of damage, but... Oh, Darkrai. Sorry, I feel like I'm just, like, simping for Darkrai completely, but I can't help it. I can't help it. The heart wants what the heart wants, okay? Probably gonna get it off the Audino, yep. Okay, cool. Flame Charge Plus. It's a good shove. Oh, so was the cooldown lower? I should check on that, because I feel like that could be a thing. We united those, okay. Okay. Just showing off the Unite move, might as well. What is Flame Charge Plus? Do we not get to see? You might not get to see. Okay. It is still 6 seconds, Flame Charge Plus. So I thought the cooldown would actually become 5. Oh wait, there it is. Upgrade reduces the damage you sees for a short time after this move hits an opposing Pokemon. Gotcha. Okay. Doesn't reduce the cooldown, which I'm a little surprised about, I'll be honest, but... Okay. I mean, it makes you more defensive, which is probably good. That's what this whole moveset is supposed to be like. We'll have to see. I feel like I say that a lot for these types of things, and whenever I watch gameplay for anything in Unite, it's like, well, I have to see it in practice, how it feels, but I think that's probably everything. I don't know if there's too much else. Yeah, okay, cool. Go to the next one. Okay, we're now looking at the Darkrai. Oh my gosh, so excited for this, because Darkrai, yep, one of my favorites. I've been waiting to watch this. I was planning to watch this either way. I mean, I watch all of these no matter what, because it's good to know what the gameplay is for these types of Pokemon, but ooh, super excited for this one. Darkrai is so cool. Hypnosis and Calm Mind. I remember Hypnosis puts them to sleep. It also does damage. Calm Mind, it's like special attack and defense buff. Also movement speed increase, I think. Or it might just be special attack, but interesting. I was thinking, okay, I thought the movement speed increase would be longer, or would be faster, because it's... Oh, wait a second, that Hypnosis. That was Hypnosis, right? Okay. Is that Bad Dreams? I think that's Bad Dreams. I was like, what is the black thing? I thought that was Hypnosis for a second. I was like, huh, but no, I think that's the Bad Dreams affecting them. Interesting. I thought Calm Mind, I was saying, would be a bit faster, because it's a 9-second cooldown. I was like, oh, it might be good for stacking. I initially thought it still could be decent for stacking, but I guess you use it more so in combination with your Hypnosis. Holy, that damage was kind of decent. Like, how far do they have to be for Bad Dreams to take into effect? That's what I'm wondering right now. It seems like they can be a little bit further than I was initially thinking. I thought they would have to be like right next to the player, but they're a little bit further. Don't know the max range for it yet. It's level 6 and 7 for moves, right? I was like, level 5, there's no move yet. Man, that's gonna be a little annoying, because 6 and 7 is... I mean, 7 you'll have both of your moves, right? But 6 is a bit of a ways away, you know? At least there's no evolution, but still. Interesting. So it's a bit of a slow early game for sure. Oh, what are they using? Yes, Dark Void, yes! I mean, I'm happy because Dark Void is like, you know, signature move. I used to use it whenever I played in mainline games. Holy wait, okay, so how does this work? Oh man, is it just a single target, but it targets, okay, maybe it just targets everything in an area? We have to see this in action again. I'm guessing they'll use Nasty Plot, yeah. Nasty Plot and Dark Void. Nasty Plot gives you counters, and then based on that you have increased damage based on the number of counters you have. Oh, it's also a dash. Okay, that's not that much damage, okay. Yeah, Nasty Plot is not that good. But I mean, it seemed like it was decent. Maybe when you have 2 stacks, it's a little bit better. Also, wait a second, that Dark Void just hit that B-Drill. Did it also hit everything in the area? Like, let's see again. This Dark Void is what's interesting to me. Because I feel like, come on. Yeah, it's like hitting multiple things, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, because you target one thing. Unite move, okay. Cool. I don't think you can unite move an objective. Interesting. Nasty Plot. And Nasty Plot again. Basic attack. Does a little bit more damage. Nasty Plot plus I think can be decent, but until you get that, it's pretty bad. It's not that good. Dark Void? Oh, it's Unite move. What the heck? Oh! So it actually just secludes you and your opponent in an area. I think. I think? Wait, let's watch that again. That was confusing. Okay, Dark Void into puts them to sleep, into Unite move, into... Okay, and then they like teleported back to where they initially were. So when is there like a set timeline? Like, does the Unite move end? Like, do you have a certain amount of time to use it? Once you're out of time, what happens? I don't know. It's a little weird. It's a little bit weird. Seems incredibly strong though, because you can, I guess, take the opponent out of a team fight, like literally take them out of the team fight. I don't know. I couldn't tell if they were like there anymore or if they were just completely alone in their own nightmare realm or whatever. That's insanely powerful if that's the case, but it seems like that's kind of what happened. This Dark Void is a little confusing. Okay, so it just hits Ceruledge there. Man, does it only hit one opponent though, or is it hitting like multiple if they're both in that area? Let's see. Here, this is a good area. I feel like it... Oh wait, that was the Unite move. But they got rid of them. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell if Dark Void is actually hitting multiple opponents here. I think it is. Man, this is a little unfortunate. I feel like Dark Void is not living up to its true potential. Just like the mainline games, it has been nerfed. Throwback to when Dark Void used to be 80 accuracy. Now I believe it's 50, which is tragic. But anyway, yeah, it doesn't seem to be as cool as I thought it would be. I was super excited for Dark Void, I'll be honest. But yeah, it's okay. I'll have to play with it myself. I'm sure there's ways you can make it even better than what it currently is. But yeah, Dark Void right now it's alright. And Nasty Plot is less damage than I was expecting, but I was expecting Nasty Plot Plus to be where it shines. Nasty Plot itself is not too good, but I think the plus move, when you're able to get free resets on it when opponents are asleep or something like that, is pretty insane. Yeah, Dark Void, I mean, it does seem to be affecting multiple opponents. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm curious about the other moves because the other moves are pretty dang good, I remember. We might be able to see this in action here because, yeah, the cooldown when opponents are asleep, this move's cooldown is reduced. Yes, Nasty Plot Plus I think is pretty good. But outside of that, Nasty Plot is pretty bad, and it's kind of rough because Nasty Plot is... Oh, there we go. I think I think the cooldown was reduced even on wild Pokemon. That's good to know. But yeah, the problem with Nasty Plot is it's a level 13 move, so you have to jungle to get it, basically. Not you don't have to, but you have to be at least dominating, or in a very good position in the game to get Nasty Plot Plus. Dark Void I think can be good. It's going to take a lot of skill and practice, but I think it can be good. But I feel like the other moveset might be a bit easier, even though I remember it was a very complicated one in terms of reading it and I couldn't fully understand how it worked. But I feel like... I don't know. I really don't know. Man, I feel like Dark Void isn't as cool as I thought it would be. Unite move is way cooler than I thought it was going to be, I'll be honest. I thought the Unite move is just going to be a single target and it'll just do damage to them. I thought that stuff about the Nightmare was just lore, but no, apparently it was actually putting the opponent into a Nightmare. Yeah, I feel like Dark Void it's doing a decent amount of damage, right? Like, and that was a triple KO. I definitely want to mess with it myself, because it's the signature move. It's the signature move, right? So, Shadow Claw, I remember this was kind of insane. The question I had for Shadow Claw was how fast can you activate it again, and when you activate it again... Ooh, that's a relatively small area. I thought it was going to be a much bigger area of effect, but it's kind of like a straight line. Like, obviously it's not a straight line, like Aegis Slash's Unite move is a straight line, but yeah, you can use it almost immediately after and put them to sleep. Oh, that is terrifying. That is scary. There, yeah, you can use it immediately after. You can spam click it and put them to sleep and then hit them. They're affected by the bad dreams. Ooh, this is a scary move. Okay, thankfully, I thought the range of it was going to be bigger based on the pictures that we saw before, but I'm happy it's not as big as I was initially thinking. Dark Pulse, this is the confusing one. How does this work? Yeah, I remember it's like you create shadows. And I think they showed it in the Worlds preview, so I remember it looked kind of cool. Holy heck. What is happening? What the heck? What on earth was that? Oh, was that Shadow Claw? I think that was Shadow Claw. Wait, okay, let me go back a second because I was not understanding what was happening there. There was a lot of stuff happening. Okay, yeah, you can use Shadow Claw in an area. You can use it multiple times in an area, and then you can choose a Dark Pulse where you're going. Holy heck. This is a speedster, by the way. This is a speedster that is able to do that insane shenanigans that you just saw there. Yeah, you can hit them with the Shadow Claw, or you can teleport to where they are with Dark Pulse. You can also hit your center area where you're standing with Shadow Claw, put them to sleep, Dark Pulse deal damage, and while they're taking damage from that Dark Pulse, they're also taking damage from the bad dreams because you put them to sleep with your Shadow Claw's secondary effect. You might be able to see it here, yeah? Kind of. Okay, I don't know how much damage that Dark Pulse is doing, by the way. I feel like it's not like the secondary Dark Pulse. I don't think it's the craziest amount of damage, but can't tell. What the? Okay, this is insane. For a speedster to have this is crazy. Okay, yeah, this moveset is a lot cooler, which hurts me so much because I love Dark Void. And man, I really like Dark Void, but like in the mainline games, I mean, I like Dark Void obviously because it's the signature move, but this looks way cooler. I feel like there's so much more outplay potential with this. We have to see if there's a way to get out of that Dark Pulse a bit faster, because then you can chase down opponents, you can do so much more with that. There's so much more outplay potential with Dark Pulse, it seems like. Like the fact that you can just you're invulnerable right now, and you can do damage, and then you can use Shadow Claw while you're in it. Ooh. Very interesting. And it's a big area of effect, like those what is it, the Shadow Claws that you're doing while you're in the Dark Pulse. Yeah. That's crazy. Also, are you actually not able to come out of the Dark Pulse faster? I don't think you are. I'm noticing now that I think it's like you have to wait the full 10 seconds, which does make it a little bit not as like, it's not broken. I mean, we'll have to see if it's broken. They're running. This is one dream you can't wake up from, Duraludon. Okay. Okay, I need to stop. We can't roleplay as Darkrai. Yo, this is actually just bullying. What is going on here? Yeah, it seems like you can't come out of the Dark Pulse faster. Okay, maybe it's not as broken now as I was initially thinking. So I was like, man, you can just use Dark Pulse and use it again and then... See, they're using it. They're using it again. Can you use it only twice? So we have to check. I feel like maybe you can only use it twice and then the third time you get out of it. I'm not sure. Let's see, here we go. They're waiting to use Dark Pulse, but I can't tell if they're waiting to use it or... Maybe they can just spam click it multiple times. Like the different circles that they want to go to, and if they click it enough, it'll just go through. I don't know. This is... I thought this would help. I mean, it does help to see this, but I feel like, again, playing it and actually experiencing it yourself will help a bit more, because then I can kind of limit test things the way I want to. Shadow Cloud Plus, right. I remember it just increased damage. Oh, you are very dead. Maybe you're not, actually, because Unite move. And then you can do these things while you're in your Unite move, which is crazy. See, they're like clicking it multiple times, I think, but it's just, I don't know. I have to mess with it myself, and of course I am kind of sad that Dark Void is not as cool as I thought it would be. Bit heartbreaking, but we will mess with it ourselves once we get it, and I will learn it. I will learn it. Darkrai is one of the Pokemon that I definitely will be learning, and I will get good at. Okay, I guess maybe some final thoughts about Darkrai. I think it's cool. At the same time, I think it's definitely going to be tougher to use than the average Pokemon. Like, this isn't an easy Pokemon to use. This is going to take skill, it's going to take practice, and there's a lot of things that I think can be finessed into making it extremely powerful. It's just finding that combo and learning those combos is going to be tough. I think I'm going to switch to Psyduck, but yeah, I'll have to practice with it myself. Dark Void, I feel like I'm holding on to the hope that there's a way to make it even better, but the problem is Nasty Paw is just so underwhelming until you get to the plus move. And even if you do, it's still not the easiest to use, but I think you can make it work. Anyway, on to Psyduck, I guess. Oh boy, it's Psyduck. Psy-yi-yi. Yep, the one and only Psyduck. Let's see how this thing works. Psyduck seemed interesting. Oh, wait a second. So the confusion... Okay, first of all, the confusion just goes through the Pokemon. That's a pretty long range for confusion. That is a really... Dude, this is like Eldegoss's range. Okay. Very interesting. Also, the confusion just goes through opponents. Don't know if it's just for a wild farm, but yeah, that's a long range move. Tail Whip, I remember, lowers Spadef. Also, it slows them. I forgot. It has multiple effects. It's like it just lowers Spadef. Nope, it also can slow them. Yeah, Psyduck is definitely a harasser style Pokemon, kind of like Wiggly, but I guess a long range Wiggly, which seems kind of incredibly disgusting. Psyduck v Psyduck, by the way. Yeah, not too bad. Also, wait, was that the headache gauge? I think it is the headache gauge that just got built up there. Interesting. Yeah, the headache gauge. Cool. Very cool. Also, this doesn't have boosted attacks, it doesn't seem. Yeah, I'm just noticing. Because I remember this, like, I was editing my video for the... What is it? The moveset thing the other day. And... Okay, Surf, right? I remember Surf being really interesting, but yeah, I noticed that there was nothing about boosted attacks, so maybe there's just no boosted attacks. Yo, this Surf is crazy. They kind of showed Surf in the world's preview of this Pokemon, so we kind of saw that you could move while using Surf. Can we see this again? Interesting. Yeah, I know you can use your basic attacks while you're surfing, and you can also use the other moves while surfing too. Yeah, you can change your direction of your surf. Very cool. Surfing Psyduck. Oh, that was the 2 waves or something, because the headache gauge, so it used 2 waves. Yeah, 2 waves. Interesting. Psyduck looks so... It's so fun when it's surfing. It's pretty cool. Also, this headache thing is kind of insane because you're like in the headache mode for a decent amount of time. So you have that bar underneath your health bar, and when it's like flashing blue, it seems like that's when your headache is active, your headache gauge is active, and you're in that mode. I thought it would just be you get one attack while you're in that headache mode, like one surf becomes doubled, but it seems like you can be in that headache mode for a little bit, so like your surfs for that entire, I don't know, 10-15 seconds have that effect. How does the headache gauge build again? I should have been paying more attention to how that was happening. I feel like it's damage from opposing Pokemon, but I could be wrong. It's not from wild Pokemon, so you can't farm it off of that, which is good, because that would be insane. Disable, this was the move that seemed to be incredibly broken. Here it just says disable. Yeah, no, in the move description this thing was insane. It shoots electricity, because why not, and does crazy stuff. And you can potentially disable moves of an entire opposing team if I was understanding it correctly. But hopefully I wasn't. Also, wait a second, the headache gauge is built up. How did that happen? Yeah, I guess it's just, oh yeah, just damage from the opponents, and now it's in the headache mode. So yeah, damage from the opponents, it's surfing, it can use the double surf, and that double surf is kinda decent. Like, it's not bad damage. I think Psyduck had a pretty good special attack stat too. We need to see the disable against an entire opposing team, or against multiple opponents. And I'm happy it specifically builds off of opponents' attacks. Man, it builds so quickly though. Once it builds up, that headache gauge, it just stays. Also, yeah, the Unite move you can use while walking. We saw that in the Worlds trailer. And it was a huge area of effect, which we knew about. Surfing Psyduck is so fun. I do like that a lot. Disable's interesting. We still haven't actually like properly seen this in action, I don't think. So I think we might get a chance to see it here. Or we'll see the Unite move. Holy, that is an insane range. That is an absolutely insane range. Also, I guess as soon as you use it, it becomes... Psyduck goes into headache mode. I think it mentioned that in the move description. Or the Unite move description, I should say. Oh, here, we might get some Disable. Okay, so Disable does hit wild Pokemon. Interesting. Oh my gosh, it just hopped from a Azumarill to Piloswine to the Bouffalant. Okay, so it can jump pretty far because it... Oh gosh, dude, Disable's gonna be crazy in team fights. It's actually gonna be so insane in team fights. Watching that travel from one Pokemon to the next was kinda terrifying. Also, it's interesting that you're using Surf, and while you're surfing you can send another like wave towards the opponents. So you can move away from them and potentially hit people who are like on the other side of you, and then send a wave in the other direction. Like, what the heck? Because Disable Plus I think was pretty cool. Increases duration. Oh, they're unable to act, right. Right, it's when the mysterious active, or mysterious power is active that it sends out more of the Disable shots. But yeah, it also stuns them for longer. Oh, Disable's an interesting one. Really interesting one. Yeah, look at this Unite move range. Look at that range. It's pretty good. Pretty good. The double surf is so powerful. It's a good amount of damage. Like, I think that's probably the best secure in its kit. Disable might be decent, but no, I feel like the double surf is just the best secure in Psyduck's kit. So, good to know. Good to know for sure. Oh, Bubble Beam. I didn't even realize Bubble Beam. Did we see this yet? Oh, there we go. Okay, Bubble Beam I remember thinking was scary because of how low the cooldown for it was. It was like 4.5 seconds or something. Wait, it says 7 seconds. Wait, what? I thought it was like... Wait, what? That was 4.5 seconds. Interesting. Yeah, it has like that mark on them, the bubble effect. Yeah, there we go. I think it is 4.5 seconds. I think it just says 7 as a placeholder. Yeah, it's like 4.5. Okay, Bubble Beam is scary. This cooldown is so dang low. This cooldown is way too low. Maybe not way too low, but... Because, I mean, Surf is the other option, and I don't think Bubble Beam is the best secure. We haven't seen it yet, actually. Like, the burst from the Bubble Beam might be decent. Also, Psychic, let's see. What the... Well, this was the Syndrome attack, right? Like, you can move the opponent. Wait a second. Is this a... Does this auto lock onto opponents? I need to see this again. Okay, Bubble Beam is kind of mean. Psychic is a little confusing. Wait, no, let's see it one more time. Come on, come on. Never mind, they're dead. Can you use it on this? You can, but you can't move them. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. We need to see if they're able to move them. Okay, this is just going down. Okay, I don't think there's too much else here. Maybe you can see some Psychic in action here. Wait, what was that? What was that? What was that? Wait, what is this? What is happening right now? I have no idea what that is. Is that its passive or something? Swift Swim? It might be the passive. Okay, there we go. Finally, we can see the Psychic in action. Okay, one more time, because I think it's using it on Blissey right here, right? Uses it on Blissey, and it kind of pulls it. Interesting. I don't know how tough that is to use, but I feel like it's not the easiest to use. When we practice it ourselves, it might be more intuitive, but it seems a little tough to move them. Thought it was going to be very easy, but it's probably better that it isn't necessarily easy, because that would be a bit too strong, maybe. Okay, maybe it is. Okay, they're figuring out how to use it themselves. Elshi Creepy. Because now they're using it more often. That range of that Unite is crazy, by the way. Yeah, look at that. Okay, it's a decent pull. So it pulls along with you. So you can't just pull them anywhere you want. You have to move yourselves, and that'll kind of pull them. Or pull the opponent. Interesting. Here, yeah, look at that. They pulled them. Psychic could be pretty decent. Okay, that final Bubble Beam, when it bursts, it's not bad. It's a decent amount of damage. It'll be a bit tough to secure using it, because you have to proc all of the bubbles individually, and I think your teammates can proc them too. So it's not the best for securing, but it's not bad. It's good damage. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the other thing. It stuns them. This stuns them. It stuns them after wait. Hey. One more time. Leaves the opponents unable to act when all bubbles attached to it have burst. Yeah, when all the bubbles have burst, it stuns them. It's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. But yeah, I guess Bubble Beam, if you do get that last hit and it causes the explosion of the bubbles, that could be good secure, but timing that is tough. Interesting. Yeah, low cooldown's kinda nice though. But Surf at the same time, man, Surf is... It's pretty good. It's pretty good. That double Surf under the headache gauge, maybe a bit too strong. Maybe a bit too strong in terms of damage, but we'll have to see. Because keep in mind, this is a supporter, right? And you're doing that much damage with Surf. Maybe a bit too much. Obviously there's a huge level lead here, but still, at the same time, it's... Psyduck's kinda killing it right now, from what we're seeing. Out of all the Pokemon, it seems that Psyduck is doing maybe the best. Armarouge had some good moments. Darkrai unfortunately seemed a bit weak, but I will make it strong. That is my goal, that is my mission. That is my purpose. I will try and figure out how to make Darkrai good if it's not the best. But it seems like... Yeah, I think we... Man, dude, the Psychic is not bad. Psychic is not bad. It's gonna take a little bit getting used to that pulling mechanic. But if you do that effectively, you can definitely pull the opponents like anywhere you want. Also, they still have a Torchic on their team, I just realized. Kinda deleting the opponents here. Oh, look at that pull. It's not very fast, because like Telekinesis on Slowbro, you can like use telekinesis, you can pull them towards your team immediately, and they're potentially just destroyed. But this one, it's not as quick, it's not as fast, but it's decent. It still is decent. Psyduck seems pretty dang good. Armarouge seems pretty good too. I completely forgot about its moves and stuff, but yeah, it's pretty dang solid. Darkrai seems the weakest, which hurts me. It definitely hurts me, but Darkrai seems to be the weakest, but man, Dark Pulse is insane. Dark Pulse is very, very insane, and I feel like if there's a way to mess with that and figure out the timings for certain things, Dark Pulse and Shadow Claw will be one of the most insane things that we will ever see on a speedster. Again, we'll have to practice, experience it ourselves, see how easy it is to use, see how difficult it is to use. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and I will be there in the next video. Cheers.